Well, hello, it's Twister, and welcome to a very special video of our journey through the Grand Canyon. As you may know, on the Arizona Trail this year, the North Kaibab, however it's pronounced, trail, basically from around Phantom Ranch, which is at the bottom of the canyon by the Colorado River, all the way north up to the North Rim, is closed up until June 12th. Due to like rock slides and whatnot, the national park closed it. And so this is our attempt at getting around the closure via a technical or semi-technical route, still don't quite know the difference, route through the canyon up to the North Rim. So I'll be jumping in a couple of times throughout the video to provide context. So if you kind of skip around the video, just be mindful of like stopping where you see me cut in so you don't miss out on important details that I'm filling in. So just kind of be on the lookout for that, but it's going to be a longer video. A lot happened on our 3-day tour through the canyon. Will we make it through? Will we get cliffed out and have to turn around and call it a hike? Who knows? We'll find out. All those questions will be answered come the end of this video. So hope you enjoy. Yeah. All right, so in this first little bit of info, here's the picture of kind of what our route is ideally going to look like, where on the evening of our first night in the canyon, we'll camp out on Utah Flats, which is basically a little short ways off the beaten path. Once you get down to the bottom of the canyon, you make it to Phantom Ranch, and then you start going up, and we'll camp at Utah Flats, and then go by Cheops, and then contour around Isis, or at least the arms of Isis, and then try and make it to Shiva's saddle, and from there get up onto the North Rim. Going to the canyon, on our way down.
What do I do with my snack?
Foreshadowing, don't get dehydrated.
Further down here.
Yeah. Have we seen better canyons? Thumbs down? Yeah, sure. Hey,
Oh, a couple miles in.
There were some icicles. I hit Micah. There was the one really cold day. I have a little digital thermometer. I measured it. Slightly less like joking.
Dude, Benedict camping here?
Oh hey, that's
Is basically like
you can see the trail up to Phantom Ranch.
This is incredible descending this canyon. Just look at it.
Quickly, but generally like lazily along.
You calling the color?
It looks cooler from there than it does from here.
That's some good flow right there.
This is is so crazy.
Yeah. Not real.
Immediately.
Going up. All right, cranking it up to Utah Flats. Whew. It's pretty steep. Got like 1,500 feet gain in like a mile and a half. It's actually not that bad. I think we're knocking out a lot of the incline at the beginning, so it's so pretty here. Oh, wow.
Cool fucking route.
This is pretty fantastic. Site, maybe just call. It will hold up.
I felt immediate concern.
I did not have off-trail most agile setup. Yeah. I overtook. Alright. This wall is super crumbly, so don't rely on it too much.
Can we go slowly through this?
Yes. And can someone get a photo of me going
Yeah.
over it?
Which is why I kindly requested.
Careful with the steps through here. Like there's a rock that's wedged in. What would I say? And notice I do. I would not support yourself on this. I think it's good, but it might not be.
this way.
Yeah.
These will be great for the trip report.
That's preparing for millennia. Well, no, that's okay, this is trail.
This might be the coolest way to experience the Grand Canyon.
This is so cool. So cool.
This is crazy.
Wait, are you Vivian?
We did it.
Wait, so there's no difference
Made it to
between,
Utah Flats.
My body of my tent and just
I think a
putting
cowboy
the-
camp.
I can just set up the.
You just have your head poking out.
I mean, I can see through the.
Is it freestanding?
So one of my goals on the CDT was to get hiker trash roads. And I did.
We did it, everyone.
Well, I got photographed by Twerk. Please never release that video.
We did it.
What video?
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. This video's getting released
Wait, what's
to everyone.
the thing of one of your goals?
I
is
would
to
tell
get
Twerk
photographs?
again.
We would have had to have left at like 9.
Wait, what day?
If we didn't camp Utah, if we were camping ISIS saddle, ISIS Cheops saddle.
They're mostly angry though.
It's time to rock the hot pink shoes this morning. Don't want to get cactied.
Is that what he said?
Are you taking a video of me taking a video of
Things on a snapogram.
who's ready to crush some miles?
You're ready to start
I'm
your own
so
guiding
ready.
thing
We're so ready to semi-technical.
in the desert. with
trout.
snow.
I've got so much grip on my feet. It's great.
Utah Flats.
What's
How many people come up here? A year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, too bad no one was filming you when you said that. It would be a moment of honesty.
Like I was on the hill over there yesterday and it looked steep. I guess I didn't realize.
Well, making our way to contour around Isis. Hopefully I'll be there in a few hours.
No, the baby booties.
So my parents are very scary. My parents are boomers. You know what?
The great debate.
Spur off ISIS?
Or it's a spur off.
I don't think it's a spur off ISIS. I don't think the spur's off ISIS, but well, we can literally just check.
Yeah.
We don't need to speculate wildly. Shit?
We're going up
Yeah,
that.
this is,
Somehow.
I think this is
Some way.
the shale.
It'll work.
Here, wait.
I really got to learn to just deal with the cold for the first half hour. Because these, I get so hot so quickly with these. Whew. Gonna get water down there. On our way to get water. What creek are we going to again? Phantom Creek. It's just so pretty here. All right, context. There were 3 water sources that we were banking on. The first one, as you just saw, or that we're going to, is Phantom Creek. That one was flowing great. We knew that one was flowing great. The rangers at the station, when we got our permits, told us that was flowing great. So that one wasn't in question. What was in question were 2 water sources that we were hopeful were running basically as we're going around the arms of Isis, like the rock feature Isis. And turns out those were not. So basically for the rest of this day, this was our only water source. And it's still only like 7 in the morning by the time we hit Phantom Creek. And we were kind of banking on there being more water because high snow year, more snow melt. So that was our hope, and we turned out to be very wrong, and you'll kind of see how that plays out in the coming clips.
Water! I'm getting a ton of
Water!
Is that?
Water!
Yeah, well, it's not bad.
Everyone ready to crank out some more miles?
I used my last Propel electrolyte. Didn't realize that.
Really?
No.
Good thing you have those.
Doesn't work.
How y'all doing, fam?
Okay.
Only 3,000 more feet up. It's lasted a millennia. No reason to think it won't last now. Shoot.
Oh, you got pokes?
Got poked.
So that's Isis,
That's Cheops.
and that's Cheops, and we're on one of Isis's tentacles. Cool.
Wherever you feel comfortable. Slide through the yeah.
If you take a line straight towards me, you'll hit some rocks and then it's easy walk down the beaches.
Whew. Now we get to contour around.
Alright. Based on this distance, probably only a foot. Or like a 10 foot. I'm putting all my photos in the album.
Every photo forever.
Looking at glacier during winter traverse.
Feliz Navidad.
Everybody, look at these.
Picos, we got rattlesnakes.
Reduce our chance of death by 45%.
That's what my goal is.
I never get much videos of me moving up the mountain, the canyon, not mountain. Echo! Aha! All right, Sticks, give it your best.
I can't do it on the spot.
You're not on the spot.
Echo!
Wow.
I really hope the video gets that.
That echoed quite a bit.
It's great.
I think we actually come through this way. Wow, creek right here.
Take a
Good
little
flow?
look at the map. I think 91 Creek's around. It comes around the west side of ISIS.
You think it's a little further? No, like the Cheops saddle. Like it's between the two phalanges.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
94 Mile Creek is on the other side.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
Asparagus.
Yeah.
Tip of ISIS. Oh no, I like talking in the videos.
Yeah, you can. It's called ISIS because it has an ice-like tip up top.
And that's the Shiva's temple?
yeah, behind it.
Cool.
And then Forest straight ahead.
It's very unlikely.
Time for a break.
There's a non-zero probability it could.
Well, I got Twizzlers with Twister and water.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. It filters clear. All right, so another important detail. This break, I think, is in between 10 and 11 in the morning. And I have 2 liters of water left, and I'm starting to get very concerned. The one of the water sources that we passed by, or that we were hoping was running, that we passed by, bone dry, completely dry. And I'm already getting very concerned. Being thirsty is no fun. I've had it happen to me before, and it gets a lot worse.
Cock it and pull it.
Does anyone have a Band-Aid handy by any chance?
No. Did you get attacked?
Getting cactus footed. Man, just look at them all. Everywhere.
It's simply contouring around.
That's our path. And here's where I start to feel some legitimate despair. Basically had minimal water left, and both the potential water sources were dry. It was clear that the snow melts probably had already come and gone, and it had been dry for a long time, like at least a couple of weeks it looked like maybe. So very, very concerning. And the hope was that we'd get to the North Rim within 3 to 4 hours, and then find snow and melt it and be happy. However, things don't exactly work out that way because we have to do a lot of route finding, and we may or may not get cliffed out, so we'll see.
Oh, watch out.
Great.
this route, the juniper bush is super stable. There's a yucca you need to dodge. This route, if you come up, is also super stable, but you have to get over the yucca.
Wait, I don't know.
And there's a little puppy.
Wow, this is something.
Good deal on the top.
Are you telling me there's water down there?
Love water.
See, it's the same dark color
Yeah.
as on the right.
Looks
Like
like
that can't just be mud.
it's the hope. 'Cause we need water.
Tree here.
Maybe.
Shallow angle. Some grizzlies rock.
Oh, here, it's like that's a great. Nice.
That photo shoot going on. So many smiles. What are you smiling about?
I'm smiling so I don't cry.
I'd say maybe 2,000 feet to a spot that would be sure to be comfortable getting down to it.
Water. That's all I got left. Oh, hopefully get into water soon. Very soon. We think, anyway. We're hopeful. Not much left.
Coming from the snowmelt, Phantom Creek, about a mile or so up a easy thing or so. So I think that has pretty good odds of having water.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Down the side. And
Well,
roughly the thing that we came up, I think we just need to go
looks
down.
like the route's a no-go.
I think we just need to backtrack.
Backtrack time.
How are we gonna get
We
down to
tried.
water?
So here was a very demoralizing point in the canyon adventure where we decided to turn around and, for all intents and purposes, say we tried, but we're going to go back to the south rim. We're essentially out of water by this point, and we weren't sure we were still on the route. Turns out we were not. So we were following what's called a Steck Route and didn't have like a good map of it, just had notes kind of telling us what features to be following. And we weren't sure we were on it anymore, and so Peaches goes to scout ahead, and he came back, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes later, and basically said we can't keep going forward. We're clearly not on the route, because a lot of things that he was seeing that we'd be traversing would be like you fall, you die spots, and we specifically chose the route that we did because there weren't any of that. There might be some like hurtful falls, but nothing like you fall and it's just plummet to your death. So we decided to turn back, and from where we're at, it's probably a 5 to 6 hour walk back to Phantom Creek. So we're out of water, it's getting to be evening time, and we'd still have like 5-6 hours to go if we want to get water, so it's not going to be fun. We'll live, but not going to be fun. And then shortly after we turn around, we find a spot to sit down and kind of collect ourselves, and we agree that the best course of action is to get a hold of like the Grand Canyon back office or search and rescue, whatever they're called, and just to get information, like let them know what our condition is, see if they have any advice for us. We're in no need of rescue, but we figured they'd be the ones with the most information that would be useful for us at that exact moment in time. So we give them a call. We actually have like 1 bar of service, surprisingly. So we talk to them, and they essentially tell us to shelter in place and then go back to Phantom Creek in the morning. However, in our context, we weren't big fans of that idea, simply because we weren't physically tired. Again, we're used to hiking, I don't know, 30 to 35 miles a day, and we hadn't really gone that many miles that day, just like 3 to 5. It's really slow going through the canyon, very, very slow. It's not trail, it's route finding, it's bushwhacking, it's climbing, it's all that stuff. So we decided that, we all have headlamps. Let's just night hike back to the canyon, because sheltering in place just sounded awful. Like sleeping for 6 to 8 hours, getting more dehydrated overnight, and then waking up to go walk 5 to 6 hours back down. So we're walking into the day. The sun will be beating down on us. And so we decided that, hey, let's night hike back. And after we hang up with search and rescue, we decide on that. And about 5 to 10 minutes later, this happens.
Use this as the bag to collect.
Yes.
Okay, what else do we have that can work as a
Sea
sip?
filter.
Water.
Let's use the pot.
What, a liter?
Take a look at our process.
Oh, rates fall.
We would have been dead without it.
Pretty much.
It's 10 o'clock. We did start filtering at 6.
Oh my god, we did though. Or 7.
Yeah, it was dark. 7.
Yeah, I said it was 7:35. But it adds to it.
Well, how's everyone feeling?
Oh, great.
Spirits have soared after sinking.
They were sagging.
They were sagging.
There was no water for them to sink.
That's right.
Good point.
Spirits were soaring, then they were sagging, then we hit the SOS button. Wait, soaring, what starts with an O?
We're doing an acronym now?
Soaring, out of water, SOS.
Yes.
Spirits were soaring over sadness.
And not bad. Yeah. Pretty insane, right? So what happened was, after hanging up with the back office or search and rescue, we start backtracking, and I think it's like 10 minutes later, we see this muddy footprint in the ground, like pointing, like it's walking towards, like up a drainage. And we're just like, mud. 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 Run up this drainage. And we do. And when we get about, I'd say 50 yards in, we see like really wet mud. And so we bust out our trowels and start digging, and it starts seeping up with water. I like to call it our Psalm 23 mud puddle. But I think you heard from the clip, we were filtering water from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. for a solid 4 hours. From this one muddy puddle, we filtered in between 20 and 22 liters. So we were saved. We didn't have to actually turn around. And it turned out when we re-reviewed the Steck notes, like the notes written about this route, we found out that we're now actually on the route, and we needed to cut up at this drainage and then start climbing over. And yeah, it was a mess where we got off route, but now we're like at the water source. We're actually back on route, and we can give it a shot in the morning to see if this actually does take us up to the North Rim. And now that we had water, we were all very willing to give it a shot, at least to try, to see if it goes. So yeah, day 2 was the big water scare, and now day 3, we're trying to figure out if it goes. So we'll see. Man, I just got blasted with air.
Did you? I'm so sorry. Like breath, actually. Be careful with my platypus being on the outside of my pack.
Spirits are
You
soaring.
should actually probably dump that.
I think I am.
Just leaving it overnight. Muddy. Water balloon fight. Thank you, Lord, for water.
I mean, they probably could count on it now.
Yeah. I think it's.
Yeah, what's after all those rocks?
Hopefully contour around and get up there. So close to the North Rim. And here's the big challenge of day 3. Just route finding, as well as rock scrambling, bushwhacking, and bouldering. So day 3 is just very interesting because of all the buildup from the stress of day 2. Now compile that onto a day of just fear of the unknown, not sure if the route's going to work, and it was just stressful. I think I recollected that it was probably the most nerve-wracking day of my entire life so far. So, yeah, it was just a very interesting day. Tough day, very tough day. Having to do climbs and then not sure if we get cliffed out ahead. And then if we do, that now means we have to go back and climb down what we've come up. And that just sounded super sketchy. And there were times when we took off our packs to make it easier to climb. And yeah, just not a comfortable day at all.
Here, wait. Step to the side a bit. I'm just gonna knock this to the
Like, I
side.
think. No problem. Look at that beautiful water. It's just mud.
Water.
There's sufficient space out there.
You're free to come behind me. Sit tight. Sit tight. Watching his rock fall. Homer. Has to sit tight. Alright, you're good.
So beautiful.
Let me just know where you're going now. Just need to stay out of the way. Keep going, keep going. Taking it home. Leave
Yeah,
nothing.
because it looks like you can step there.
Yeah, you can step there. Juniper bush.
This way?
Go straight, yep. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going straight. Get your left foot on where your hand is. Yep.
The last little bit was a bit tricky, but Peaches, you can probably find a better.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's
the hard. That's the crux. The next bit is just a little exposed, but not that hard.
I just can't look at it because it's
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
me out.
We're climbing.
In the rock on the tree. It'll save you walking on slope. Juniper tree.
Yes.
Right to the right of it is like a tall rock, so with a thumb.
Yeah.
There's like a chute in there that looks like it would be cool to go up, but you can't really. And then right on the other side of that rock, on the right side, is where the bouldering thing is.
How many times will I see ISIS? This might be one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life. Yeah. So I wanted to leave that clip in because it's one of the few actual clips I take where you can see just like the stress on my face. And looking back, super glad that I did the route. It was an amazing experience. Whether we do end up getting to the North Rim or do end up having to turn around, you'll find out pretty soon. But yeah, this is one of the few clips where you actually see some like fear in my eyes. So I wanted to keep that in just to show it. So
One time, you're like, oh, I put it behind the boulder.
Did you go down and then up?
Yeah, you can just kind of contour
Yeah.
whatever feels good on janky rock.
I appreciate your reinforcement of keywords.
Karen.
this is janky.
Where's your sturdy rock?
All of it. Like all these huge, like.
Oh, I see.
The only thing that might catch would be your snowshoes on your left side.
Yeah.
I think you're good. Yeah.
Not yet. Good.
Yay, did it.
If we go out here, if you take
Karen.
look to your left, you'll see Karen marking the way. But that's not the way we go. That's to certain death, certain peril off the cliff.
Oh, that's
We're
nice.
just gonna traipse along here and drop down. And I haven't scattered much past here, so.
All right.
Micah
Doing
just
it somehow.
How do you feel, Sticks?
I feel empowered right now.
She feels empowered.
Just keep going.
Now we want the saddle.
Yeah.
To the saddle.
Before we do have to go close to the edge to conquer that.
Yeah.
This is too easy. When's it gonna get bad?
Yeah, to the
White
rock
rock?
I told him to go to.
You can make it the edge.
Still see ISIS.
Italian. Nice. You realize why I like through hiking so much these days? It's so much chiller than peak bagging.
switchbacks.
So the biggest danger here is if someone starts preemptively and knocks rock fall. That's probably our biggest danger of this entire semi-technical route, honestly. Some of the climbing, yeah, but this is, I think, what statistically kills more people. I have to look it up, but Peaches has done a lot of climbing and says that that's kind of the biggest danger, so. Fun stuff.
No. I'm just saying I don't want to kick rock. Yeah. I prefer to not kill you.
Here, mind the yucca, and
I'm gonna let you actually finish it.
Yeah.
When you
And
get
then-
there,
there's a.
I recognize.
I don't know if you've seen the Blade Runner.
I have. It was all the
Like this past winter, and everyone's like, "Oh, there's gonna be so many cool new routes."
You know
That's
what?
also why when I was saying that like Sky Pilot Cole and Stanton Pass suck, it's northern Yosemite and you cross over into metamorphic rock, and so you're used to all this like stable granite, and then
Turn. Oh.
You know what you can't do? Take it for granted.
Ah! It's one of the best signs we've seen. Cow poop. The terrain can support cows. Yes!
Remember when cacti?
We're gonna live. Spirits are soaring.
Saddle.
That's Shiva.
Ow!
We're on the saddle.
On the saddle.
Saddle. Sabbath Troop rocks.
Probably top 10.
South Rim. Shiva.
Yeah.
North Kaibab Trail. Ah. It's the biggest cairn we've ever
See
seen.
my balls in the shot.
Not really, but it's a big one.
that was super cool.
In all its splendor.
Which I'm actually really glad about. So there is no water, which I'm also really glad about, which means we need to push to the snow.
What do you say confirm at the moment?
How's morale?
Spirits are soaring.
It's soaring. Cliffs are being crushed.
Sorry, like, did you see those turkey vultures when you were on the Boulder problem?
No.
There were like
I did not see a single thing.
4 of them zooming up thermals, like
Really?
right by us.
Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be like endurance hard.
So, this is endurance.
I mean, like, yeah, you're right. Actually, that's loose.
I heard that.
I did hear it.
Right, look up. Nice.
Is my fanny pack too high?
Yes.
It is really high.
So high.
I'm doing the cool stuff and looking.
I got it in 4K.
Oh, here, wait, come up.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, this
The
slabs.
slabs.
Slabs hard.
Going on the inside, I wouldn't do it. I don't know how sturdy that is. You'll
Yeah.
probably like knock the cairn.
Where'd you say you saw Karen?
Here, and then the next one's up there.
Great, it climbs. In fact, it's maybe worth throwing that branch down.
Yeah, let me.
Rock!
That's what we.
That's what we did. And then around this.
I don't even understand. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's the fault line.
All right, next person can go.
All these shoots.
I sent a message just like, hey, good luck with your like faculty position job interview tomorrow. And congratulations on your okay.
Funny. They got loose.
We're almost to the North Rim.
We were domesticated.
We do have.
And we'll just keep contouring around.
Living in the now, man.
Too tired for photos. Yeah, I will be sad, but I don't. Way below?
This one's just below us. We might want to drop here, and I think we can get down right here. Oh yeah,
Got it.
Oh, at some point the climbing will end. At some point.
Fucking me too's ain't no thing, man.
I'm learning it on the spot here.
Oh, we think this goes. This is the greatest looking drainage ditch I've ever seen. Oh, I think we're out. Oh. I don't have the words right now. Later, but not right now. Hey, it's me with the words. And let me tell you, the amount of excitement and relief and joy we felt to just lay down in those fantastic green pastures. Never experienced anything like it in my entire life. It was insane. All of it insane. Crazy. Yeah. Enjoy the next footage of us just being happy.
Ah. Yes.
Hell,
Oh my goodness.
40 miles of snowshoeing has never sounded so chill.
I don't think we got that.
We lived.
No snow for us. Bushwhack to snow.
Like that Shiva, like the
So that-
battle between Shiva and the North Rim. Like the,
Yep,
sort of like the
that's
Shiva
exactly
side.
right. Yep.
Yeah, that's rough through there too. Yeah, I've been up through there.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, got about halfway up to the red wall there, and I was sitting on a ledge with my pack in my lap, you know, like my feet dangling over a cliff. And I'm looking like, I gotta go over there. I see exactly where I gotta get to, but I can't figure out how to get this pack from my lap onto my back so I get on my feet so I can move over there. And then I started thinking about my kid, and I was like, all right, I gotta just go back. You know? I started thinking about like a fatherless child. It's like, all right, call it quits, man. So that was the first thing I ever backed off on. Where I was like,
Yeah, no, we were pretty close. We had no water. We called the
search and rescue team
to see what they thought or if they had any info on water. There was like
yeah.
no water.
They're just like, well, get out of there, man. Get to the
Yeah, they're like, go back to Phantom Creek, and we're like, all right, we'll do that. And then like we start walking down a different path, and we see mud and night, and we're just like, let's dig and see what happens.
That's so awesome. All right, well, you know what? I will reach out to Starship too and let them know you guys made it to the rim there.
Thank
Cool.
you.
That'll be one thing, and then also just let folks know, basically, there's no snow where you're at. You know, that's kind of the key bit of information, you know, that the snow's melting off on kind of the southern edge of the North Kaibab right now.
Yeah.
So that's good. You know, it's getting more sunlight and stuff, so that's usually pretty common. But yeah, you'll probably start running the snow here at some point. And, you know, there's supposed to be 3 to 4 feet of snow still.
Yep, we have snowshoes that we bushwhacked with.
Yeah, up around like 9,000 feet. So yeah, you guys will be hitting soon.
Hey friends, how are we feeling?
Amazing.
A+.
A+.
Spirits are soaring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ibuprofen tonight.
Oh man. Oh man.
This is wild. Why do they want us to die? Yeah.
This is such a dramatic change from just not that long ago.
You're doing a pretty good job. You're on it.
Finding a dry spot, having a dry, and I think you can go on and still get them, but having a dry night and then crushing miles tomorrow with like a happy start.
I think we need to recover a little.
Trekking on the trail.
We're fucking light.
We're finally throwing down, guys.
Throwing down.
Throwing down. Found some dry spots.
I did kind of get the impression that the guy from the backcountry ranger we talked to was like cheering for us to finish the ATV.
Yeah.
And that concludes the epic technical route through the Grand Canyon adventure. It was honestly the wildest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Looking back, I would do it again. Especially with the knowledge that I know now, it wouldn't be nearly as harrowing or as hard, because one of the main issues was the route finding, especially day 3. The route finding was a little sketchy at times, but we made it. It was good. And thus we maintain our continuous footpath from Mexico as we're getting pretty close to Utah. So that's pretty exciting. At least we were excited. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Super long one. Not going to make any longer than this, but this was a special one. So hope you liked it. Hope it was exciting. Definitely was for us. Anyway, have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye.